Welcome to the Leadership Lens, where we look beyond the symptoms to see what's actually driving the work. Silence is one of the most misunderstood signals in leadership. Every leader has experienced this moment. You ask a question in a meeting, you pause, and the room goes silent. No disagreement, no ideas, just silence. Most leaders interpret that moment as agreement, but in many systems, silence isn't agreement, it's adaptation. You see, over time, people learn how a system works. They learn which ideas move forward, which questions are welcomed, and which conversations already seem decided before they even begin. So eventually, the safest move becomes saying nothing at all. When this happens, it creates a high friction in the system because leaders often read silence as alignment, when in reality, the system is signaling something very different. I call this the interpretation gap. This is where the leader believes the quiet means we're all on the same page. But what the system is actually communicating, the decision already feels made. Or speaking up here doesn't change anything. Sometimes your team may think it is safer for them not to say their thoughts out loud. When that gap exists long enough, silence becomes the system's most efficient adaptation. The room gets quieter, but the system doesn't get clearer. It's tempting to rush to rescue the moment by answering your own question, softening the prompt, but if silence is data, feeling it causes us to miss the signal. A quiet room isn't always a trusting room. Sometimes it is just a well-trained one. The goal is not to force people to talk more. The goal is to learn to read what the system is already telling you. If this is something you are experiencing or have experienced, we have a micro move, which are those small intentional shifts that can be implemented immediately to help you reclaim your leadership so that you can build a system that holds. The micro move is to name the silence. This is how it works. The next time a room goes quiet after you ask a question, resist the urge to fill the space. Pause first, then ask one follow-up question, which is, what perspectives might we be missing right now? You're not pressuring people for their personal opinion. Instead, you are lowering the cost of entry for them to share openly and honestly. This signals that thinking, not just agreement, belongs in the room. Once you ask the question, take a moment to reflect on 3 things for yourself. 1, what might people believe about this moment? 2, what has past experience taught them about speaking here? And 3, what in the design of this space may be producing the silence you're seeing? Leader to leader, when the room goes quiet, you may be seeing caution, fatigue, or adaptation. And learning to notice that difference helps us begin to read the room more. Silence is rarely empty. More often, it is the system telling the truth before anyone else in the room is ready to say it out loud. It's micro move time. I'm Jay Longino, and as the work continues, let's learn and grow together.